When you joined my program, were you skeptical of me, my program, or the IRS niche?
Actually, yes. And I don't know if you remember this or not. Probably not, because the numbers you do. About 9 years ago, I got this stuff. And it had the money-back guarantee. I read it. I said, ah, forget it. Sent it back. And so then I was looking at it again about 1.5 years ago. And it was, the same stuff, but it was also stuff that I was doing that I'd learned in other areas. And so, you know what? I'll do this. He already has everything set up. So why reinvent the wheel? The cost is low compared to my time. So I just ordered it, had everything there, did a test run, everything went fine, and now we're going to implement it again full time.
When I first received the materials on the program, I think I got 3 letters before I did anything. I went and looked up U.S. tax on the internet and checked to see if there was any consumer alerts regarding, but I was really intrigued. So I was skeptical, but very interested in doing something different than what I've been doing.
When I joined the program, of course, I was skeptical. Being a lawyer, you're naturally skeptical of everything, but Jack took all the risk out. It was money-back guarantee, and I said, I owe it to myself to take a look at it.
Well, actually, when I first received your material, I was very skeptical, and I made a few phone calls to some of the individuals in the literature that had said they had taken the program. One of the main ones was Darren Mish, who I spoke to him. He spoke to me a couple of times. I flew down to Florida, met with him before I purchased the program. And based on speaking with him, I went ahead.
I ultimately got over my skepticism by doing a little bit of research on the program, and as I started implementing the program, the pieces started falling together where everything that was supposed to happen did happen. It was just a matter of implementing the program properly.
When I first heard of Jack McDonough, it came in the mail. I had a late case where I stayed up till 1 a.m. and I had a client with me at the time. What I did is I opened up his newsletter and we just laughed out loud. We thought it was hysterical. We said, what, a ready stream of clients, people that could help me to build my practice? I don't think so. So we called his 800 number as a lock, we heard his voice, and we hung up like giddy little schoolgirls and walked out the door. 3 years later, I was still struggling with my practice and another newsletter came across my desk. And I said, there might be something to this Jack McDonough. He is persistent. And so I looked more into it. I actually called 3 lawyers in that use his program, Darren Mish, Steve Kinsler, and there was a woman in California I spoke to. They all had high regard for Mr. McDonough, and I felt he was the real deal. I signed up for the program, and I learned a lot.